Hey, this is Matt once again. Welcome back to another video, and this is another paid request for Jay Sean. Thank you so much for that. For those interested in requesting any type of videos, movie reviews, re-reviews, random thoughts, streams, commentaries, video game playthrough for an hour, full playthrough, tier list ranking, whatever the case may be, feel free to send it either directly to my PayPal. Do have a Cash App as well. Links are down below, and I will get to it as soon as I possibly can. And this is for Desperately Seeking Susan from 1985, which I've heard about this film, and to be perfectly honest, after watching it, I don't really get what the big deal of this film was. I really don't. But it stars Rosanna Arquette. You also have Madonna. Aidan Quinn is in the film. Will Patton is in the film. I mean, Rosanna Arquette I remember from films like Nowhere to Run with Jean-Claude Van Damme. Madonna, of course, from her songs, Like a Prayer, among others. She was in films like Dick Tracy. Aidan Quinn, I remember from films like he was the villain in the first Stakeout film with Richard Dreyfuss. Will Patton, he's been in a lot of stuff. He was in Armageddon. He was in many other movies. I forget his name, but the guy who plays Rosanna Arquette's husband, I remember him. He was the rich snob asshole in Crocodile Dundee, the first one. But yeah, the plot of the film is pretty much Rosanna Arquette is a housewife. She's not really doing the best because she's in a relationship with her husband who you tell they haven't had much for sex lately. He's more concentrated on these commercials that he does and the praise he gets for them. Her love life pretty much hit a low, so she's obsessed with these personal ads called Desperately Seeking Susan, where Madonna and her boyfriend would kind of give ads to each other in the paper, and wherever they are around the country, they'll eventually meet each other. But Rosanna Arquette is obsessed with this. Laurie Metcalf from Roseanne and Becky, she plays, I guess you would say, her sister-in-law, who goes out with a dentist, played by Stephen Wright. I wish Stephen Wright was in the film more because I like Stephen Wright. I think he's a very funny comedian, but he's not in the film that much, which is a shame. He's only in it a couple scenes. Madonna, listen, Madonna I never thought was a good actress. I never thought she was a good actress. It was bared repeating twice. Her songs, yeah, some of them I don't mind. Like a Prayer, I don't mind that song. The song Live to Tell from At Close Range, I don't mind. There's a couple songs of hers I like. Is she one of my favorites? No. As a person, hell no. As a singer, again, a couple I like, but I don't listen to her a lot. I don't go out of my way to listen to Madonna songs. And I guess you say acting-wise, she's fine here, to be fair. She's fine. But to be honest, it didn't seem like it really required much for her to do. It probably wasn't too outside of her comfort zone. And Madonna, she's leaving a hotel at one point, and later finds out that the guy she was with was a mobster and he's been killed. And it has something to do with these earrings that she doesn't know she has. She's wearing one, the other's in her bag, and she doesn't realize these earrings mean a lot. They're like Egyptian type of earrings. I mean, what the fuck do the earrings... Okay. So the earrings is kind of a MacGuffin in the movie. So one thing leads to another. Rosanna Arquette finds Madonna, follows her, sees that she's with her boyfriend, follows her some more, sees that she traded in this jacket, and because Rosanna Arquette's such a big fan, she gets the jacket, puts on the jacket, goes out wanting to be Susan, wanting to pretend to be Susan. Will Patton is on the hunt for those earrings, so he thinks Rosanna is Madonna, tries to get her, she calls for help, she falls, and she fucking gets amnesia. Now, the guy that's with her is Aidan Quinn, who was sent there by Madonna's boyfriend. Oh, yeah, Madonna's boyfriend is Robert Joy. Robert Joy, he was in he was in Land of the Dead. It's been a few other films. But he sent Aidan Quinn, hey, did you find my girlfriend and help her out? So Rosanna Arquette, when she fell, she wakes up, she has no memory. And when Aidan Quinn's like, hey, are you Susan? Hey, Susan, wake up. She doesn't remember who she is, so she kind of starts believing that she's Susan. Aidan Quinn helps her, ultimately gives her a place to stay. She starts believing she's Susan. She falls in love with Aidan Quinn's character. She gets a job at this magic show. She's a tat. She hits her head again. And then she remembers who she is, but she's arrested for being what the cops think she's a hooker, but she's not a hooker. Her husband and the sister-in-law find out what she was arrested for. So they think, oh my gosh, she became a hooker because of your sex life sucked so much. And the husband is trying to call. Eventually gets in contact with, I think Madonna gets in contact with him. While Rosanna Arquette and Aidan Quinn are falling in love. And it all comes to a head with this magic act where the bad guy gets there. Pretty much Rosanna Arquette talks with Aidan Quinn, understands the whole misunderstanding. Hey, this is my real name. She leaves her husband. She wants to be with Aidan Quinn. Madonna is chased by Will Patton, goes through a window. Rosanna's there, hits Will Patton with a bottle to knock him out. And then everything's fine. Rosanna and Madonna become heroes. They're on the paper. Hey, we got these earrings. And the big song is Into the Groove. Do 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 do. Ba da 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 da. Into the groove. Ba do do. I don't remember the fucking lyrics. If you type up Into the Groove, you go, oh, I recognize that song. It's Ali. There's a reason for that. I know you're saying, well, Matt, you just went through the plot. Exactly. There's a reason why I fucking did that. Because this plot is over fucking convoluted. It's an over convoluted, boring plot that's not funny. I don't give a fuck about Madonna. Rosanna Arquette is fine. Aidan Quinn is fine. But was I mesmerized by their romance? No. Were they fine? Sure. Did they make for a cute couple? Sure. Was it worth watching for that? Not really. I didn't think, for a comedy, I didn't think it was that funny. I don't even get what was supposed to be funny in the movie. The director, the only other film I can remember the director doing was She-Devil with Roseanne Barr. At the time she was Roseanne Barr. And Meryl Streep. She-Devil, which I remember being a fucking awful movie. So yeah, this, I don't know, this didn't do much for me. Did not do much for me at all. I thought the amnesia stuff felt a bit weak. If you had the comedy where Rosanna really started acting like Madonna, which is seemed like what the poster would make you think. Like the poster would make you think, if you look at that poster, either those two would be hanging out with each other, and you thought, okay, it's either like Rosanna starts hanging out with Madonna, and they start going among the scene, the high life, the wild side, and Rosanna starts to let loose while hanging out with Madonna, and you see them grow to be friends, kind of like maybe a little bit of what you see later, Thelma and Louise, like that type of thing. then maybe the story could have been more interesting. Or is Rosanna trying to act more like Madonna, that she's read so much about these personal ads and she's learned so much about Susan that she starts to try to eke out her personality? And so the comedy would be Rosanna Arquette trying to showcase Madonna's personality, which is not really the case. That doesn't happen either. So really, what is the comedy from this film? What is the comedy from this movie that's being trying to be showcased? Just, I don't know. I don't know one damn bit. I don't know one iota. I really don't. I just don't get it. I don't fucking get it. But yeah, I'm watching this. I'm sitting there going, okay, Into the Groove, not a bad song. I've heard that song quite a few times in the past. Didn't know it was from this movie. And the whole thing with the fucking earrings just seems really, like, no one gives a shit about that. The fucking earrings. These Egyptian earrings. It's like, who gives a fuck about that? So, I don't know. The whole thing really didn't do much for me. I was just more bored than anything. I read up that all this is about feminism. Really? Is it about feminism? Can't even say the word right because I didn't want to say the word right. Like, is it really about feminism? Femininity? Really? It's about these fucking Egyptian earrings is what it's about. It's about her getting amnesia and falling for Aidan Quinn. That's what it's about. So what the fuck are people talking about? What the fuck are people saying? I don't know. So yeah, I don't know. Like I said, I don't really get the big deal with the film. People go, is it a big deal? Well, I mean, considering... Sorry, I should have had this before. When I look it up and it says... that was selected for preservation in the U.S. National Film Registry by the Library of Congress as being culturally, historically, or aesthetically significant. I'm like, what? Why? Some critics labeled it as one of the best American films of the year. What for? What was it about this film that was one of the best of the year? What? I don't know what they're talking about. Got a Golden Globe nomination for Best Actress, Rosanna Arquette. Like, really? In 2023, the National Film Registry will preserve Desperately Seeking Susan. And all these like, oh, so all the feminists. What the fuck are people talking about? What? Oh, it's a Madonna movie. I didn't give a whole fuck about Madonna in the movie. Still packs a powerful feminist punch. In what fucking way? I don't get it. I don't understand. You don't get it. You're right. I'm telling you repeatedly, I don't get it. I don't get what the fuck the big deal with this film was on that front. I really don't. I'm watching the film. I'm seeing a comedy that's not that funny. A plot that's trying to be overcomplicated. With amnesia shit. Trying to have more twists in a fucking soap opera. Madonna pops up every once in a while, whether it be in jail or at the Rosanna's husband's place. And she doesn't do a whole lot in the movie, because it is more Rosanna Arquette's movie. So I don't know. I don't know what the big deal is. You love the film, that's fine. I really don't have much else to say about the fucking movie. So, we'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.